Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to the Forest Green Rovers Road to Glory career mode with myself, Tim27. Today we have the third episode of the career, and we're in semi-final action in the European International Cup against VVV Venlo to kickstart the episode. Before we do though, I did advance a few days from where I left it, and we did get a couple of bits come through, and we've had an offer for Bradley Collins, who I have double checked by the way, and he is in real life on loan at Chelsea. For some reason in the game he's here full time, which is good for us because it's going to benefit us in the long run. But we've had a transfer offer for him from Lincoln, the team that came up with us from the conference. I keep saying conference, National League. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, a transfer offer for him and a loan offer for John Moran. Now, I mean, this is an interesting one. The John Moran loan offer is weird because it's Rochdale, who are a League One club that want to take our League Two player on loan. So I don't know how much action he's going to get, but he's not going to get the minutes this year. So we are going to accept the loan offer. Hopefully, Rochdale will give him plenty of game time, but we'll have to see about that one. The offer for Bradley Collins. Now, I haven't really, I've only played one game with him, so it's very hard to say whether he's going to be a long-term goalkeeper for us. Probably not. We'll have to get somebody in eventually, but for now, I think he's going to be a decent goalkeeper at this level. We'll definitely go up and overall at 20 years old, so we are going to just straight out reject the offer from Lincoln City for him, and he will remain a Green Devil for now. So just those couple of bits. We will be looking at transfers today, but we are going to get into this game first. I'm waiting for a few more scout reports to come back on players before I make up my mind. So here we are, Court Lane, for the second time I think in this pre-season tournament. We're up against VVV Venlo. There they are with their flags, waving them proudly, the Dutch side. And I'm hoping for a good game. I think they're going to be a decent side. Who's the other team there? HBK. Not sure, but they're playing Breda, who finished second in our group. Obviously drew that simmed game to finish top of the group. So, I'm hoping for a good display. There is our team, 4-4-2 again. We're gonna see how it goes against Venlo. We'll have a look at the lineup for them, even though we're not going to probably recognise any players. It'll be interesting to see what formation they're going to play as we get a look at Reece Brown there, one of our stars in the making, 21-year-old former Birmingham player. There is the VVV Venlo team. Yeah, I don't recognise anybody, and they're playing a 4-3-3. Interesting. So it'll be interesting to see how these two formations match up for this one. But we'll get into it now. It is going to be us to kick it off. European International Cup semi-final against VVV Venlo. Anyway, James here into Deutsch. What is that? What was that from Christian Deutsch? This man was top scorer in the National League last year, and he can't even hit the target from that range. What is that shot? Dreadful strike here, midway through the first half. Not been a great game so far. Corner here for the opposition. 34 minutes in. It's not a bad one. It's not even fully as in. What was Collins doing? I mean, he just stopped. So our keeper just seriously just stopped. Yeah, to turn away, I'd turn away, Collins, because Pickering put in a much better display than you in the last game. What is this? Okay, corner comes in. We sort of deal with the danger. It's a first time shot, and I mean, it's in the top corner, but there's just no reaction from Bradley Collins. Osborne, I think they're trying to block it. He just watches it go in. I mean, that's just awful. There's not been much in this game, but Danny Post has signed, sealed and delivered the goal for Venlo there. I apologise, I had to. But it's 1-0 to the Dutch side. There goes the half-time whistle. It's been a pretty poor poor game overall. Both sides finding it difficult to create chances, but the one chance that Venlo have had, they've taken, but Bradley Collins surely should have done much better with that. Half time, Forest Green 0, Venlo 1. Ball into Noble now. Not too many passes on. Here's James. James back into Noble. Lovely play. Liam Noble makes it 1-1. And that's much more like it from the Forest Green boys. It's the captain who has scored the goal. And made it 1-1 here. It would have been very harsh to lose 1-0 to that goal in the first half. But we've equalised here. Really nice play between Noble and James. Just waiting for that run. Timed the pass beautifully. It's the simplest of finishes underneath the keeper. And it actually went in near post. I thought it had gone a bit more central, but it's gone under the keeper. Fleming delighted. It's 1-1 here and game on in the semi-final. Just keep how they were. Oh no, Bennett's been done for pace. Oh, he's missed the chance. Well, nearly straight away there, Venlo could have made it 2-1. Dale Bennett was absolutely done for pace there. But fortunately they've missed that glorious chance there. To Roberts. Roberts into Noble. Noble on to James. James here. Now's a chance. Doidge onto Jordan Morris maybe. Across the keeper. Oh, not a bad shot from the youngster. He's come off the bench and very nearly got us in front with that strike. I think we'll make another saying. Yeah, we'll bring on Tony Gomez at this point for Doidge. Who's not had the best game. Played a great pass in there to Morris though. And it could have easily been 2-1 here with 4 minutes to go. Reece Brown brings it down, finds Osborne. Osborne will find James. James will dip inside. Here's Tony Gomez. Tony Gomez. Is he going to light up the competition again? Tony Gomez has won it in the last minute. This kid has got something. Tony Correa Gomez, that is his middle name, has scored the winner here in the semi-final. And it is going to be a third win in 4 for Dean Fleming as manager. And Tony Gomez is yet again the man of the moment. Scored 2 after coming off the bench against NAC Breda. Scored in our draw in the final group stage game. And has come on here to score the winner against the Dutch side. There hasn't been much between us, I have to say. It's a little bit harsh, maybe we're not going to extra time, but Tony Gomez, that turn of pace, that little bit of class from the Premier League loanee has made the difference here. Surely that's going to be full time as Osborne finds Noble. It is the full time whistle, pretty much the last kick of the match. Tony Gomez has won it for us. Those Venlo fans are distraught. They cannot believe they have been beaten here by Forest Green, but it is us who will progress to the International Cup final. A great result here, and Tony Gomez yet again the man that the fans will be talking about. He may well be starting the first league game of the season full time here. Forest Green 2, VVV Venlo 1. Okay, after that semi-final victory over VVV Venlo, as you will see, it's Helmstad's that will play in the final. I think they are Swedish, but we've just got 3 days until we play them, so we'll advance through. I did just have an email saying we got 352 grand for it as we get an offer for Sam Russell, a player I am looking to sell. It's Morecambe that have come in with 47,500. I mean, that's way above what he's... Oh, his market value is that? Okay. So they're saying his value is 60. They've offered 47.5. We'll go... let's negotiate with them. So this will be the first time that we've seen Dean Fleming in action in regards to transfer negotiations. So obviously this is a completely new cutscene, so you get to see player shirts up and all that sort of stuff. We are going to try and get a little bit more money out of them. I didn't mean to do that. So we're gonna try and get his valuation. We could try and get higher, but I don't want to scare off the Morecambe manager here. So we're going to go in with 60 grand as a as a comeback. Now, obviously, it's very different this year. If you do go in with too low a bid, like if you're trying to buy a player, or trying to sell a player, go too high, then it can put the managers off, and they'll just walk out. We want Russell, but this is much we're willing to pay. Okay, so 47.5 is their final offer. I mean, we're just going to take that. I'm not going to try and get any more. He's 34. He's not going to go, and do any better with us. So we will accept that slightly lower than valuation offer. So hopefully they'll be able to agree personal terms, and he'll be moving on to Morecambe. But it's quite nice to have that little cutscene in. I think it will probably get a bit boring and a bit tiresome after a while, but for now at least it's quite exciting. So just news of a press conference. I can't even say it. Press conference there as we do reach the day of the final. We got bad news straight away though. Talks with John Moran's moved over to Rochdale broken down. As a result, Rochdale had pulled out the negotiations, so they couldn't agree on terms. I'm guessing they were saying he's probably not going to play much, and John Moran obviously wants to get out and play football. So, okay, that's a little bit disappointing, but there we go. That loan offer has broken down. Got a few more scout reports. I'll look at them off camera, so to speak. So here we are. We are at the Amsterdam Arena. We're finally at a real ground in the pre-season tournament. I think that actually makes a bit more sense, doesn't it, to have the final in the big stadium. So the Amsterdam Arena, obviously home of Ajax ordinarily. Is it really Ajax? Yeah, it was me. And the final here to be contested between Forest Green Rovers and Hampstead's BK. You can see there is the trophy that we are playing for. Perhaps not the most prestigious trophy, but we'll take a trophy. It could be the only one we win this year. So yeah, Dean Fleming's boys here looking to take home the trophy here in Holland. And Tony Gomez are pointing out the man to watch. 4 goals in 3 games. And he could well be the star of this first season for Forest Green. We'll have to think of a chant for him. Let me know if you can think of any chants that we could have for Tony Gomez. That could be a bit different and quite fun. But as you can see, yeah, slightly changed team for this one. We've got Lee Collins in at right back, Traore in the midfield, Randall in on the wing, and Gomez in up front. So slightly changed team from the team that won that semi-final. We will have a look at the opposition as well. Not expecting to recognise anybody, but we'll have a look as it's the final. So the line-up for them: Pedersen, Vesterberg, Johansson, Liverstram, Bergson. They're playing a 4-4-2 as well. Gunnarsson, Madison, Keita, Elho, Kinoshita and Oromo. Yeah, I don't know anybody, but hopefully it's going to be a good final. Hopefully we're going to bring home the trophy. It's going to be us to get it underway. European International Cup final. Come on, the Green Devils. Us from him. Helmsted's here, mounting the first attack of the game. Whipping a really nice ball in there. Oh my god, he's a lone back post. Save from Collins. What a save from Bradley Collins. And the much maligned keeper has made a stunning save there. Okay, it was sort of straight at him, but it's a good save nonetheless. Just darting right at the back post there. Collins didn't go with his man at all, but the other Collins bails him out in Bradley. And Helmstead have a corner here. Another save. It's going to be a goal. I mean, how poor a start is this to the cup final, the pre-season tournament final, I should say. Cup final makes it sound better than it is, but it's so poor. That's so poor. I changed player to the wrong man. If I'd kept with the guy I was on, I could have cleared that ball near post initially. Instead, Roberts can't get a block in, and I don't really know what he's doing for the second shot there, but steered in by number 27, and we're 1-0 down in this final. Here's Traore. There's a ball on. There's actually a little bit of link-up play here. We'll have to go wide, though. Here's Reece Brown into Gomez. Oh, he's hit the post. It was nearly an instant response from Forest Green. Great play by the boys. Brown found Gomez, and he smacked the post. Great chance to make it 1-0. Fleming knows it. And it's an opportunity missed. Anyway, Hampstead's coming forward. Laird deflects the pass into their man here coming forward. Ball in. Osborne was there but didn't head it. It's 2-0. Well, this is a great final, isn't it? We're 2-0 down. I think it might even be the same man that scored, but I don't know. What are we doing? What are we doing? No, they're stunned. They can't believe what they're seeing. It's 13 minutes gone and we're 2-0 down, and this is horrendous right now. I mean, really? Why is Osborne going with his feet? I don't know. I don't know what we're doing, but we're 2-0 down, and it's a horror show at the moment. Forward again they come. Our defence look very vulnerable right now. Roberts done with a piece of skill. It's 3-0. What is going on? Seriously, what is going on? This is abysmal. We are 3-0 down. The game is over. The game is literally over after 20 minutes. We have just been torn apart. Look at that. How easy was that to get past Roberts? Simple piece of skill. Collins beating his near post again. He's not good enough. He's going to have to go. I'm sorry. I don't care how young he is and how much he could grow. He's not good enough right now. We need a keeper better than that. 3-0 down. This is so poor right now. And there goes the half-time whistle. Not much to say really, except awful. I think that's the only word to describe that first half. We have been defensively shambolic, and the attack just hasn't cut it either. Half-time, Forest Green 0, Halmstead's 3. Ball back here, Traore, James, turning, shooting, wide of the post. Best chance we've created probably all game really, but Luke James has dragged it wide and he'll come off now for Shamir Mullings. Not the best game from him, despite the fact that he probably should have scored there. Good work from Reece Brown. Not a bad ball either. Gomez is there. And we do have a consolation here in the final. Tony Gomez has got it. And finally, a bit of quality from Forest Green in the second half. All alone there, Gomez. And does well to beat the keeper to the ball first. And grab his 5th goal of the competition. Will be Halmstead that are gonna win this pre-season tournament, and they fully deserve it. They're great in the first half. We didn't really have a chance of keeping them at bay, but it's just been very poor from us as they come forward looking for a 4th, and they'll get a 4th as well because we've just been shocking. We have gone all out attack for the last 5 minutes, so that's probably why. But yeah, it's been bad. It's been very bad today. Hopefully we're getting this out of the system before the league season starts, and we'll be much better against Barnet. I've got no desire to watch that again. You might as well blow the full-time whistle, referee, because there's no point going on with this shambles of a game. And there we go, full-time whistle goes. Halmstead have won the pre-season tournament. Okay, after that abysmal final there against Halmstead's BK, we've asked a few days, and Sam Russell has been sold on to Morecambe, of which we've got 35 grand for, so it's not really going to make too much of a difference. But yeah, we've moved a player on that we're not going to use, so that is good news. We are getting increasing amounts of scout reports, and I am slowly building up a list here of players. Obviously, right back is high on my agenda. To have somebody other than Dale Bennett, someone to replace him basically. So we've got a few options now. We won't put any others in yet though. We're obviously looking for a striker as well. I haven't really found that many decent strikers so far. Ellis Harrison probably been the best one, and could be a good signing from Bristol Rovers. So we won't do any bids yet. I'm waiting on a few more scout reports before we go in for anybody. So okay. So we've gone through a few more days. And we're here, 27th of July. We've had an offer from Grimsby, the team that I obviously managed last year. They've gone in for Keanu Marsh-Brown. A big offer as well, £550,000 from Grimsby. Now, was unimpressed as I was with him in not the last game before that. He's still going to be an important player for me this year, I think, and I definitely don't want to sell him to a player that's in... I don't want to sell him to a club that's in League 2 as well, so we are going to reject that offer from Grimsby. It's a decent offer as well, well over his valuation of 400. But I have no desire to sell him. So I think we'll now find out if we're able to go for the right backs. So they couldn't. No, definitely can't go for him then, and he's still too valuable. So unfortunately, Donker is out of the question. So whoops, we're going to have to remove him from our shortlist. Cannon, I don't think they are going to get somebody in, so we'll have to remove Cannon as well, which leaves us with the choice of Kelly Evans or Kane Vincent Young. And obviously Kelly Evans is a year younger, but Vincent Young, that option of playing on the left back position as well, does sort of appeal to me a bit. So it's a tough one. Obviously we won't have to spend as much on Vincent Young. Okay, we're going to try and make our first signing now. Kane Vincent Young, Colchester right back, and we're going to try and get him for as good a deal as possible here with the Colchester manager. And we'll skip through. I don't want to show you too much. It's a bit boring. You probably know how it works by now. We could offer a player swap. I don't really know who I'm looking to get rid of. I can't remember. Don't think there is really anybody, is there? I'm looking to get rid of Moran on loan rather than sell. Fullbacks. Wishart isn't really a long-term player for us, but we haven't really got many fullbacks. So now we'll leave that. We'll just go in with a transfer fee, and we'll go just slightly under his valuation. We'll go 200 initially. Hopefully he won't be offended by that. I know he's a young player, but we'll see if we can start the bidding there at £200,000, and it's a fair offer. Oh, well, that was very easy. The call you rep, not the call you manager, they said yes. So nice, good stuff under his valuation. Probably because he's expiring, maybe 11 months after his contract. Maybe that's why they've decided to accept straight away. So we will now meet Kane Vincent Young and try and do a deal with a 21-year-old right back. Here we're going to talk about squad role first, and he's going to be playing quite a bit, so I'm going to go important. See what he says to that. Yep, that's what they're hoping for, so it's a good start to our negotiations. Our client would like 1 year. Ugh, that's not what I would like. We will counter. 3 years might be pushing it with them. We'll try 3 years. I don't think they'll agree to this though. Still asking for a 1 year deal. We'll counter again. We'll try 2. Because I really don't want to just have him for a year. What are they going to say? Okay, 2 years is okay, but they've agreed to that. Thank God for that. We'll move on. Doesn't want a release clause. Yep, that suits me absolutely fine. Dean for me looks a bit confused. Yes, we're fine with that. It just means that he can't be sold on for sort of behind our back, so to speak. Okay, so this is what they want. They want £2,000 a week, and they want 17,000 signing bonus and 10 grand after 5 appearances. Okay, that's not too bad. Doesn't dent our budget too much. I think we'll try and bring it down a little bit. We'll take it down to 1,800. We'll give you a little bit more money up front though, 25 grand. And that 10 grand of a bit is fine. We can leave that for appearances. He will easily make 5 appearances. So we'll submit that. Hopefully they'll agree to this. A little bit less in wage, but a little bit more upfront. What are they going to say? And they've accepted it. Brilliant. So there we go. The first signing for Forest Green Rovers is the right back Kane Vincent-Young from Colchester United. And if we go into our squad hub, we will now see, there he is, our new right back. Big given on number 13. We'll mess around with numbers, I think, once we made our other signings. But there we go. Kane Vincent-Young, first signing for oh my god, I nearly said Grimsby. Our first signing for Forest Green Rovers, just 200,000. I think that's a good deal there for the young right back. And oh look, there we go. We're in the news. Forest Green still Kane Vincent-Young signing for 200 grand. I really like this animation. It's a nice little addition. Oh, they've not actually got the graphic there now. Okay, well they did a minute ago. So, but yeah, it's really nice to have a little graphic there with. When you make a new signing, so that's good to see. Oh, and we've got prediction 21st. Well, we couldn't really have predicted much better than that, would we? That's not too much of a surprise. Scott Laird is going to be our key player. Oh, I didn't mean to press the wrong button. So, who are they saying are our key players? Scott Laird in defence, Liam Noble in midfield, Luke James up front, and Tony Gomez, the one to watch out for. They're definitely right with that. I'll give them that, the EA news feed there. So that's going to do it for this episode, though. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. A win and a defeat today to finish off the pre-season tournament. A big defeat as well, which is not great. But the next episode, I know it's taken a while, but the next episode we get the league campaign underway with a game against Barnet. We will also have games against Sheffield United and Mansfield Town as well. Hopefully you're enjoying the series so far. If you are, drop a like on this and subscribe as well if you're new around here. Go check out my Twitter as well, @Timon27, to get all the latest on this Forest Green career mode. But that's going to be it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Actually, there's one final thing. There's one I nearly forgot. There's one final thing. I want you to let me know in a poll, which will be in the top right or top left? One of the two. Top right, I think, of the video. A little eye. Go and click on that and let me know where you think we'll finish. I'll put up a few options for you. Where do you think Forest Green are going to finish under Dean Fleming in League 2? Let me know in a poll. That is it, though. That is it for the episode. Just that quick thing there at the end. Until next time, it's Timon27, out.